Starmen Podcast.
Hello and welcome to Starmen Debates. I am your host, Evan. With me is Billy, Cody, and David.
Woo!
Hey, everybody.
Greetings to everyone.
And guys, quickly just go around the room. What are we all doing?
I've been still playing. I got back to playing the MLB 19 show.
Okay.
So, and I discovered one thing that now they have Legends teams in it,
Oh.
which if I would have known that before, because the years, last how many years the game's been out, I've wanted to put Legends teams. Because to me, I love playing like as the old players.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's one of my favorite baseball players in it. So,
That's fair. Cody.
I've been playing Assassin's Creed Black Flag,
Okay.
killing people, stealing their shit, blowing up ships, stealing their shit.
So, standard Assassin's Creed affair. David.
I've been playing whatever it is on my PS4.
No, that's fair. I've been kind of going through my Steam library. Nothing really sticks out. Been playing a random card game called Solarica, which is a solitaire with game mechanics.
Sounds interesting.
It's not. It is just literally just I do it to kill some time.
Yeah.
But hey, as long as it keeps me entertained for at least half an hour, I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
So guys, we're going to talk about what drives you to get a new game. Is it the graphics, the story, or the gameplay? Everyone looks at me like I'm confused.
okay.
What?
No, you're not. I was just thinking. Well, since I'm more into RPGs than most other genres, I guess it's me be probably in a hierarchy, like story, gameplay, graphics.
Okay.
But if it was like more action game, it would probably be more like gameplay, graphics, story.
Okay.
I guess what I'm trying to say is, for me, gameplay is for a game. Gameplay is very important, because if it plays horribly, why would you want to play it? And just get frustrated.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Might as well just watch shit, a playthrough online or something.
Thank God for the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So many games I never want to play, but I can actually watch someone else suffer.
Yeah.
Cody.
I'm a mixed bag. Sometimes I go for games with story. Sometimes I go for games with purely graphics.
Okay.
But I always prefer the gameplay to actually
So,
work well.
gameplay is top on your list.
Yeah, because
That's all we actually asked you.
oh yeah, because if the controls are junk, not a good game.
Yeah, me personally, I always thought of graphics as more of a window dressing. It's mostly there to catch your eye.
Yeah, no, we'll get into this, but
Yeah.
I'm kind of in the same boat. I don't put graphics high at all.
Right.
Me, it is also gameplay, and then story,
Yeah.
and then graphics.
Right.
And Billy,
You know, yeah, graphics don't. It's either like gameplay and maybe story.
yeah.
For the both tied so much.
Alright, so I'm going to throw some wrenches around.
Okay.
Billy, your wrestling games and baseball games, I'm assuming story's not a huge issue for you.
No, that's gameplay.
Yeah. That'd be gameplay, and then I assume graphics, then story.
Yeah. So graphics, because like for the wrestling games, I love I just wait to see what legends are gonna be in there.
Yeah.
Because I always wait to see if there's going to be legends that haven't been in the game yet. Because, what was it? 2K18, there was Rick Martel was in the game as a legend. He hasn't been in the game since 1993.
No, that's fair.
So,
So, Cody, your gameplay. So, when you watch a trailer, and you, so In the opening trailer, there's like a cutscene and just shows some story elements and
Yeah.
like characters and that, but it doesn't actually show any gameplay.
Yeah. So
Are you still hyped by that?
cautiously optimistic?
Cautiously optimistic. Okay.
Because if it controls like crap, it's not a great game.
Yeah. And David, I'm going to throw a wrench at you for the RPGs. So obviously, story is very important to you. If the game has an amazing story but shitty gameplay, can you tolerate it enough to get through to find out the story?
To a point.
To a point.
I mean, if the gameplay is just basic, I can tolerate it, but if it has like a really tedious mechanic or just your character controls like sludge or something, then it's kind of too much for me.
Okay. So, you do have your limits for gameplay is actually very important, even if your story's amazing.
So that has to be a pretty freaking amazing story for me to care.
Yeah. And I'm in the same boat with you for both the RPGs. Is I do need the gameplay to be more engaging.
Yeah.
If I'm sitting there pressing a button because I set up my team to not be able to be killed, and I'm just going A button, A button, A button, is supposed to fight over yet. I just want to get on to the next scene.
Yeah. That's kind of a slippery slope because it could go again because it could backfire on you.
Yeah.
Where
Well-
your setup doesn't even work against one enemy.
Yeah, that's what I usually like. Usually that will get my attention. It's when I was like, A button, A button. Wait, that's not dying. Holy All right, you have my attention.
Holy crap! It's just a squirrel too.
And then wins. Devin got his ass kicked by a squirrel.
I just gotta hand it to him. He just wanted it more. So I'm surprised none of us say graphics were very important. Considering most marketing is look at these amazing graphics.
Well, like I said earlier, that's just designed to catch your eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus now with all of the indie games doing the old retro graphics.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of why they're doing it, is because higher executives, like any major development company, they're trying to advertise that graphics are the most important thing you should care about. It's like, we have great graphics. It looks better than anything else you could ever play. Why would you play anything else, you pleb?
Because the game plays.
Because it plays like shit and their story's crap.
Well, I don't know what. Well, for PC gamers, graphics kind of are important because you need a good card and processor to run them.
Yeah, actually, it's kind of the opposite for the PC gamer. I get games with poor graphics because I know they'll run on my computer.
Yeah.
Very.
I know the limits of what my computer can play, so any new graphics out there, I'm going, well, that's a game I can never play.
Yeah. It's kind of annoying when you think of it, but it happens.
Yeah, it happens, but
He shouldn't, but
well, that's also why the or even the console industry, some of the games you can't play because the graphics are so high that you need the new system.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
It's like, you don't have a PlayStation 4? Well, these graphics are not yours. You can't have these games.
No.
And we're not making anything else for your stupid PlayStation
Outdated
3.
system.
Yeah.
Yep.
Upgrade.
Yeah.
Why? Because better graphics.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
It's like, what about story? Graphics.
I'm sorry, that's not how you spell graphics.
Came about the graphics yet?
Yeah. Now, I'm not going to discourage, because there are people out there that do value the graphics
Oh, yeah.
over anything, because that's part of the immersion.
Yeah.
Yeah, like ever since the PlayStation N64 era, graphics started becoming really important.
Yeah.
For immersion and like cinematics and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Well, I admit when the WWE 2K15 came out on the PS4, the graphics were like unbelievable.
Yeah.
Because now they're doing more, they can do full suit motion capturing for the games, and they
Nice.
Okay, that sports games I can see where graphics would be important.
Yeah.
It puts you in the game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But for anything else, I'm like, I'm gonna throw in a personal story just because. So me and my cousin, when we got the GameCube, before we were playing Smash Bros, the 64 one,
Yeah.
and then my cousin was very impressed by how you could see the denim in Mario's jeans.
Oh, right! Yeah, I noticed that in the trailer, too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, does this really matter?
But it's detailed, Devin!
Apparently to him, yes.
But I was like, I knew Mario was wearing denim jeans this day one.
I thought he was just wearing regular overalls. That is denim.
Yeah. I was like, okay, maybe Super Mario Bros. I couldn't tell what he was wearing. He could have been wearing just like blue pants or brown pants, I guess, in that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, run around in sweatpants.
Yeah. But like by Mario 64, I kind of had the hint that those were denim pants.
Yeah.
But no, now it's confirmed because of graphics.
Yeah.
Wow. Does it take much to impress him, does it?
Oh, it's just young kids at the time. I don't know.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Oh, this was just months ago. You guys broke out the old system.
No, this was a childhood memory ago. So
Alright, from that standpoint, I guess I can understand, right? It's like you go from a block to a, wow, that's what they look like.
yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
So at the time, it's like, okay, that's amazing. But like after a while, you're like, okay, that was cool, but I don't care anymore.
Yeah, that kind of happens with generations.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of the more fondly remembered games are at the start of the system.
Yeah.
But by the time when, at the end, when the graphics get better, but no, people stop caring.
Yeah. So. And then we're already talking about why gameplay is important, because your game plays like crap. It's
Oh,
gonna
God, yeah.
drive your player up the wall.
Huh.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure I hit the jump button there.
Yeah.
And why did you fall down the same pit 5 times?
Yeah. Do you need a therapist? Do you want to like talk about this here?
Oh, I'm fine. Everything's
Yeah.
great.
Time for help. We need help now. David's gone off and we're
Woohoo!
I've got the drinks.
That's not gonna help us.
That's only gonna make it worse. This is probably the last podcast, by the way.
Yeah, either Dave's gonna go to the insane asylum, or he's just gonna
Kill us all.
kill us all.
So, yeah, so obviously, David, you analyzed it correctly. Yes, gameplay will drive your player insane,
Yeah.
If it's horrible.
but also gameplay is a personal touch, I find.
Alright.
So, I don't like tank controls, but there are people that swear by them.
Oh, you're right. Like Resident
Resident
Evil,
Evil.
you know, like the old ones, where we had to turn the character and then move them forward.
Okay.
That's what tank controls are.
Okay, I just never heard of the term before.
Yeah. No, I'm throwing out terms left and right for you, Billy, and then you're learning.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't like that. I like where if I'm running and I hit the left stick, my character will move to the left,
Yeah.
other than stop, turn, and then he moves forward to the left.
Fair enough.
But I can see why tank controls are important,
Yeah.
and this is because of camera angles.
Yeah.
Yes.
When you're walking forward and you switch screens, you want to know that when you're hitting forward, you're still going forward. You're not going to suddenly turn backwards because the screen switched on you.
Yeah.
And I've seen a few games that actually took the tank controls out, and then you're fumbling with just screen transitions,
Yes.
which makes for bad gameplay.
Yeah.
But the thing I love is turns out to be bad gameplay. So that's what I was getting at with personal preference. So some that might drive you over the edge. Someone else might be like, "Well, I love that," or how that's set up.
Yeah, free tip to game developers: always let your buyer map your buttons.
Yeah, no, I don't understand why that's no longer, or why that's not a thing in every game now.
Yeah.
You know what we mean by map your controller.
Yeah, like you can change the layout of
Yeah.
buttons. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
maybe I don't want the X button as the fire button. I use that for the jump button.
Yeah. Why'd you put it as the triangle button?
Yeah. It's so out of place.
I know.
Oh. Triangle for jump. I hate
It's
that.
happened.
Oh yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
happened a few times in games.
Oh yeah. I've had that.
So, and that's where you'd be like, that's bad game design, that's bad gameplay, but that's just, there are people out there that's like, no, I like the triangle button as the jump button.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so we ripped on graphics and ripped on gameplay. Let's do story.
Oh yeah.
Bill, you can help out on this one. Because story doesn't matter to you as long as the game's good.
Yeah. Because I admit there's been a bunch of times where I just skip through cutscenes.
Yeah. 'Cause you're like, I'm not really invested in your story, I just want to keep playing.
Yeah.
Is there a sandbox mode I can just jump into and not care about the story and just kind of do my own thing and shoot, go around shooting people, or set up my own matches,
Yeah.
or
Except when it comes to the wrestling games. Like, 'cause I think the last 2 years with the career mode, the story I was really liking.
yeah. So, David, I'm looking at you for this one because story is very important to you. So, you like the Legend of Zelda series to an extent, right?
Yeah.
Even though it's kind of the rehashed story over and over again.
Yeah, I can see that, but they always. I like to think of it as they always make a twist here and there for each one.
No, that's fair. Like,
Yeah.
it's the cookie cutter. It's the same kind of plot layout, but there's usually something different about the
Yeah.
story,
Yeah.
or they flesh out somewhere in the story.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that, and it kind of shuts down my argument. So thank you.
But no, I can. Me, it's more like. How do I put this? I need to have some intelligence in my story and characters. If they're too stupid or obnoxious,
Yeah,
for me, that really ruins the mood.
yeah,
Or the immersion, I should say.
Yeah.
Because it'd just be like, why would I want to put up these people in real life, right? Or like,
Yeah.
what sane person would do that?
yeah. So the characters you have to actually get along with,
Oh yeah.
or otherwise they're benched.
Oh god, yes. I've done that.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen you do that. Well, I hate this guy, so off the team you.
Yeah. Stop talking. Skip dialogue.
Well, yeah. So, for someone to really wow you with the story, they really gotta sit down and
Yeah.
put effort into both story and characters.
Yeah. Also, not drag it along.
Yeah.
I've seen that fell many a person.
Yeah. Or I've seen ones where we focus too much maybe on this person's backstory too far.
Actually, I was referring more to it takes one game to do this plot point in 30 minutes,
Yeah.
while another game it takes it 2 hours.
Yeah.
If I had to throw a game under the bus, I'd say Persona 3 kind of did that.
Okay.
Well, it was dealing with the midnight hour where demons would rise up, and you had to kill 12 of them. But it was like that typical. You had to kill this many demons to save the world.
Ah.
Like the four overlords or something. But it just dragged on for too long for me.
Okay. So maybe too many final bosses or something.
Or just too many events in between.
Yeah.
Or just people talking too much about said
Events.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, this area is more different than the previous area. What should we say about it? Or something like that. It's been a while since I've played it.
No, but I get it. So it'd be like us running into an abandoned house to chase a ghost down.
Yeah.
And your party members are like, hey, did you know this is an abandoned house? Did you know there's a ghost in here?
Oh yeah, it's like they just have to tell the story about the house.
Yeah.
And it's like that.
Well, let me tell you the tale about how the ghost got in this house.
Yeah. Yeah, like throwing useless information towards you that sounds nice on paper, but
Yeah.
when you just want to progress or get to a save point, it really slows things down.
Yeah, it's just, don't think I'm really going to care enough.
Yeah. Also, always put a skip button in your games.
Yeah. Oh, please put skip buttons in your games, especially before boss fight cutscenes.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how many times I've stopped a game because I can't beat a boss, and I grow tired of watching the cutscene before the boss.
Over and over. And over.
Or if it's like a marathon boss, like you fight the boss, there's a cutscene, and then another boss, or like it's final form or something.
Yeah. And then if you lose, you gotta do the whole thing over again.
Ugh.
Hey, do you want a 3-hour boss fight? Here's a 3-hour boss fight. Not really, but I guess you're not gonna let me go any way around it.
No example.
I want to throw Bravely Default under the bus for its final boss.
All right. exact.
It was a long fight with many phases and cutscenes in between each phase.
Oy. I don't see that as much as a problem in older games because there's not that the scenes are that long, but later ones, yeah, I can see that being a problem.
Yeah, it was like, okay, I get it. We're trying to save the multi-universe here. Oh well, we can't defeat this form. Our friends from the multiverse, though, are helping us, so maybe we have another chance. There's a revival. Start the fight over again. Oh no! But then he transforms into his true form.
I thought that his last form was his true form.
No.
He absorbed the multiverse.
He started absorbing planets and multiverses, so he gained more power.
Can I just let him take over the world? Because I don't care anymore.
I'm done. For this.
Sorry, picture from the start. I do not have fire in my eyes.
Yeah.
I just remember that when I played. It's like, you'll never give up no matter what. You are wrong. I gave up.
Okay. Throwing it there. I always like the fact that the games that I don't finish, the hero is still in whatever town I left them in. Just kind of at the inn sitting there, so are we going to continue this adventure?
Yeah.
God? God, are you there? I need someone to tell me what to do.
and then finally it continues. He's like, "Yay!" Then it's like, "Yeah, I'm putting you away again."
Yeah.
No.
Back to the closet with you, Nessie.
But we were right in the middle of a fight.
Yeah.
Man, now he ended it.
Yeah.
Sorry to any fans of those series.
Yeah, I guess we should have gave forewarning. We're not actually bad at the games themselves, and if you love the game, that's fine. It's just our personal taste kind of dictate why we don't like them. And it's not because they're terrible games, it's just for our personal reasons we don't like them.
Yeah, what he said, wholeheartedly.
Yeah. Think we dodged a bullet on that one?
Hopefully.
Nope, there's hateful comments already.
Alright.
How could you not like Bravely Default?
Actually, I was expecting more of that from the Persona fans.
Oh yeah, no, I don't want to go there because I know the Persona fans are rabid.
All right. Sorry again.
Yeah, many apologies. All right, back on track.
All right.
We got went on a rant there for just RPG story elements.
Like I say, I'm a picky RPGer.
No, and that's fair because there's so many out there that you kind of have to be.
Yeah.
So, the reason we had this discussion is because when you're going to buy a game, this is what draws you to buy your game.
Yeah.
And a lot of us, the first thing we want to see is some gameplay.
Yeah.
And the reason why that's interesting is because I notice a lot of trailers don't show gameplay.
No, I will agree with you on that.
Yeah.
We'll usually get a small story element
And the cutscenes.
and
Yeah.
no story element
Oh, shit.
and graphics. We'll see how the game looks. But in a few instances, we might get a few cut scenes where we see some of the gameplay, but not enough of it to really make an opinion on what the gameplay is.
Yeah, like you just see like a snippet. I'm like, that's supposed to be what?
Yeah. It's like, oh, that looked cool and all, but like, how hard was that to pull off in the actual game?
Yeah. Get hyped, damn it!
Yeah. Like, look at the flashy colors when you do a super move.
Yeah.
That's nice, but how hard was it to pull off the super move?
Yeah.
When I went to buy Stardew Valley,
Yeah.
that was the first game I bought for none of those reasons.
Okay. Why'd you buy Stardew Valley?
Nostalgia.
Because you like the old Harvest Moon.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then when I started playing it, I loved the gameplay and the graphics and the.
So, okay, I'm going to tell you to shut up right now. Because guess what? You cliched yourself.
Yeah.
You bought it for the gameplay.
Yeah.
Which is what we were just discussing. No, let the shame sink in.
Oops, oops, oops.
Yeah. So, yeah, usually nostalgia is a fun way of getting people to buy your game.
Yeah.
And it falls into, you can use nostalgia for the graphics, gameplay, or even the story.
Yeah.
So, that's why we didn't discuss nostalgia on this, because it can can be used in any free category.
Okay.
It can make you blind sometimes.
It can. Nostalgia goggles can be blinding.
Yeah.
And then you end up with something you don't want.
Like a poor clone of a classic game.
Yep. So, looking at Billy here, because you don't buy a lot of games, so it's going to take a lot to get you to pour out some money.
Yeah.
And you already told us the gameplay is very important, and that's for every game you buy.
Well, but like I said, if I see like just above what the story's gonna be, and that, then I might. The story, like I said, it's gameplay and the story. It's tied.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna say like one or the other.
All right. So I'm gonna throw a question to you. Say I make a wrestling game, but I'm using 16-bit graphics, Super Nintendo level of graphics. Would you buy my game based around the fact, knowing that it's gonna be a blast from the past? Like, I'm basically gonna recreate like Royal Rumble.
Yeah. Yes, because I have Bucky. I think it was like Wrestling Arcade. There was 2 games that was on the Xbox.
Yeah.
Some of that plus there's someone is doing a House of Hardcore game,
Yeah.
and it's gonna look like they say it's gonna be like a spiritual successor to WrestleFest,
Okay.
and they're just waiting. They got they're just trying to get the it's to go on like the new systems.
Okay.
So something that has them do. There's like a bunch of wrestlers in there. I'm like, okay.
Okay. So you backed me up, and
Yeah. Same. Well, good example. Fire Pro Wrestling.
yes, we both got Fire Pro
Yeah.
Wrestling, and I didn't care for graphics. I just wanted it because I played it with you, and I liked the
Yeah.
gameplay of it.
And two, like I said, I wanted what I knew I was getting, especially now that I saw a bunch of those guys live,
Yeah,
which that's pretty cool.
that's pretty cool, but not really what we're on. But
I know, but
Billy has to break somewhere.
Yeah. It wouldn't be Billy if it wasn't.
Bragging Billy is what we're calling you.
yeah, I know, but like Fire Pro Wrestling, I just look at the show like it was gameplay because they had like matches that you'd never seen in a WWE game.
No, like the minefield matches.
Yeah.
And that.
Yeah, the Japanese play for keeps.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
They take their wrestling very seriously.
Yeah. Do not say that's fake. There.
No.
That was Mexico. That over in Mexico.
No, do not do that in Mexico either.
That's a wild luchador to backbreak you.
Yeah. You know, I wouldn't mind because it would look really spectacular when he did it.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
So, Cody, we already discussed why you buy games, but David, because it's very hard to put the full story out in a trailer, so you're only going to get snippets.
Yeah.
What can I do in my trailer to make you buy my RPG?
That's a tough one, actually.
That's why I'm here. I ask the tough questions.
Yeah.
Because I only have 5 minutes to wow you, really, for a trailer length.
Yeah. What can I say? Wow me with the story's kind of a shot in the dark.
Yeah.
I also look at gameplay and such. But yeah, the more you show me, the more I'd be more interested. I don't like those teaser trailers.
Yeah, or I show you maybe snippets of what the actual story is and maybe a few voiceovers for characters.
Right.
But you can't really get a personality off them.
Yeah, I usually wait and put my ear to the ground to see.
Yeah. So to get David on board, you have to release the game and
Yeah.
have some reviews and someone actually write up a detailed explanation.
Or maybe, or in some cases, I have to watch a detailed video of it.
Yeah.
Though it does get bonus points if it's something I'm familiar with and I know what I'm getting into.
Okay.
Like
so
the more uncertainty I have, the more information I need. The more certainty I have, the less information I need.
So if it's part of a series, you're like, well, I know the series, so
Yeah.
I already know what I'm getting
Yeah.
on board with, which is fair because that's somewhat why I buy games. It's like I know this series, so
Yeah.
or even the developer. I know this developer, so
Yeah.
I kind of know what I'm expecting.
Most of the time.
Most of the time, there are some developers that do good work, but they always throw out that one.
Yeah. Or they go in a different direction.
Yeah, or they all of a sudden took a different direction that I was not aware of.
Yeah. What can I say? I'm a tough man to please.
No, and that's actually why I was asking you, because for a game developer, trying to get people like you on board for my game is probably the hardest thing to do. Especially when I can only watch 5-minute trailers
Yeah.
and then show you screenshots. But again, you're based around the story. I have to really explain the world and story to you somehow.
Right.
I'm trying to remember the game it was, but there was a game that like it interested me enough because it told the prologue of the story,
Right.
and then it showed like a snapshot of the character and a little blurb beside them about who they were, like their little bio,
Right.
and then it showed a quick cut scene of them in combat.
Oh.
And I was like, that's how you do an RPG trailer.
Yeah, that is a good way to do it.
So I know what I'm getting into story-wise because it's the prologue.
Yeah.
And then I know my characters because you showed me a little blurb of who they are,
Yeah.
what they're all about. And then you showed me their gameplay of like, this is what they're going to be doing when you use them.
Oh, don't worry, I totally get you on that.
Yeah. For future developers out there, probably look at doing that if you're making an RPG.
Yeah.
So, final thoughts on gameplay, graphics, or story?
Depending on the game, they can all be pretty important.
Yeah, they're all important in their own right.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Oh yeah.
leave this saying no. Gameplay was the most important thing. Everyone should focus on gameplay because that's not true. Graphics
No.
do play very
Yeah.
important
Yeah.
roles. It's so does the story.
Yeah.
It's personal taste at that point. What it always comes down to is your own personal taste.
Yeah.
I guess the best advice I can give is just not to over rely on just one of them.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good point, Dave.
Yeah.
yeah. So don't expect because I have amazing graphics that'll excuse my poor gameplay
Yeah.
because that won't. Or I don't need a great story because my gameplay is solid.
Yeah. Or I don't need either because my story is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, your story's awesome if I could ever see your story, but your gameplay kind of stops me.
Yeah.
And I can't tell what's going on because your graphics suck.
Yeah.
This is a terrible game.
To the depths with you.
Yeah.
Cody Owens.
Billy, any final thoughts you want to throw out?
I'll use example to not games but movies.
Okay.
Because for me, it can be out of the way like say an action movie.
Yeah.
That's like the trailer might look good, but if there's actors in that I really like, I go for the actors.
Yeah. And we'll probably come back to this on the movie side of things.
But yeah, no, it's all like important. Like for me, just as long as I enjoy the game.
Yeah.
Like
So,
in the end, as long as I enjoy the game, I'm happy.
yeah. It's what I'm doing is more of the pre-marketing. How do I get you to buy the game
Yeah.
and make you happy with it before? Because once I sold it to you, I don't care what you do. If you throw it on the shelf, I don't really care.
Yeah.
But advertising a balance of all three is
Yeah.
really what you want to
Yeah. Like,
focus on.
I'll agree on that one because if you focus on one thing, that will get someone interested. And but when they get it, it's the other things that suck, and then
Yeah. And for my final thoughts, it also really does depend on the game and genre. I mean, Tetris is not going to have a great storyline, and if you threw a storyline to Tetris,
holy crap! Like,
what the hell?
props if someone can ever figure that
Yeah.
out. Like a story-driven Tetris game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Oh wait, the guy did from Pokemon Puzzle Party. Oh wow.
Wow, I didn't realize you'd throw that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, me neither. I'm sorry.
Are you two all right? David and Billy kind of are. Well, with that, this has been a Starman Debates. I am your host, Devin.
Billy, dig it.
Cody, peace out.
David, see you on the other side.
Have a good one, guys.
Help us! Help.